Hey folks, Colin here from Sumthins Recording, and today I'm going to show you one trick for big bottom end on your mix. We're going to be going over one simple trick that you can do to get big bottom end sounds in your mix. But before we dive in here, if you are ready to go a little bit deeper into the mixing process in its entirety and really start to hone your workflow as a mixing engineer, then I have just the tool for you, and it is completely free. It is my 7-step mixing checklist, and it's just a simple PDF that will walk you through the entire mixing process step by step to help you get professional and radio-ready mixes without any more of the guesswork and without any more of the hassle. It's a completely free guide, like I said, and you can download it by clicking the link below in the video description. Now let's jump in here and let's go over this one simple little trick for getting some big bottom end on your mixes. Let me start here by playing you, of course, the mix so you can hear our track here and get a sense of what we're working with. So here's our mix for this song.
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away.
And let me actually solo up here just our drums and our bass guitar so you can hear our main bottom end elements for this song. So the kick drum and the bass guitar, but in context with the rest of our drums as well. So here's these two items here. So things are sounding good. Our bottom end's tight. We've got some nice weight from our kick drum. Our bass guitar has some nice heaviness in the bottom end, but it's not too much. But I want to take everything a little bit further here on the entire mix. I want to make it feel bigger, and I want to make the bottom end have I want to give it some more power, right? Give it that extra level of depth and weight when the kick drum and the bass guitar hit together there. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to apply something you'll see if you've ever watched any of the Chris Lord algae mix videos. You'll see when he breaks down his mix bus, or if he goes over his mix bus, there's usually a compressor. It's usually the red, the Focusrite compressor, and then there's a Pultec style EQ after it. That's exactly what we're going to do here today. So on the mix bus here, following my mix bus compressor, we're actually going to reach for the passive style EQ here inside of Studio One. So this is their Pultec emulation. We don't need any high boosts here, but we're actually going to mess with the low boosts here. So we're going to start at 60. If you see CLA doing this trick, I think his Pultec has a band at 70 that he's usually boosting at across his entire mix, and that stuff is usually in right from the beginning there. And I believe he boosts it, is it 5K as well? I haven't watched his videos in a little while, but there's a 70 boost, and I think it's a 5K boost as well. But we're just focusing on getting some big low end here. We're going to start at 60, we'll try 100, and then we'll try 30 as well if you're looking for some good warmth here. But let's start here just at 60. I'm going to hit play here, and I'm going to bump up. We're not going to need much here, especially with this passive EQ in Studio One. It's very, very sensitive, and a little bit goes a long way here on the entire mix. So little moves are going to make big impacts here. So I'm going to hit play. Little boost here at 60 hertz.
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome.
I feel really, really comfortable with just this 0.1 boost here, and these aren't really in dB. It's never been in dB on a Pultec. It's always something a little bit different here. So sometimes less is more with a Pultec style EQ. We're at 0.1 here on the boost. Let me A-B this for you. It may seem subtle when I just kick it up here, but listen as I A-B it. Listen to how our low end blooms with just this 0.1 boost in, okay? So with it, and then without it, listen to how our mix changes.
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Kodachrome away.
It's giving us that extra sense of bigness in the bottom end in our kick drum, especially on our bass guitar. It definitely adds some weight and some bottom end essence to our bass guitar, which is really, really nice. What we're going to do here is we're going to explore a couple of these other bands. We probably wouldn't get much from 20, but I want to try 100 here. And I definitely want to try 30 and see if we can get that just low, that sub warmth as well. Let's go up to 100 and mess with our boost knob and see what we can get.
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my.
So here at 100, definitely feels like a more balanced boost, whereas at 60, we're mainly affecting our bass guitar and our kick drum to get more bottom end out of our mix. At 100, we're still getting some bottom end boost on our kick and on our bass guitar, but we bring in a little bit of that weight on our snare drum. We pull up some bottom end from that edge of our vocal that dips down towards 100, bottom end of our guitars. So it kind of gives our whole mix that extra bottom end bump here, not just our bass guitar and our kick drum. That's really, really nice. Let's go back the opposite way now, and let's see what we can get off of 30 hertz here. To me, this feels like I'm thinking it should give us more warmth rather than just low end boost. So let's see here.
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome.
That's where I want to be. 60 hertz was a little messy sounding. It made the bass feel too heavy. It definitely gave us that bottom end that you want. You want to increase your bottom end. It felt a little messy on the bass guitar. 100 hertz, like I said, was more broad. It brought up bottom end on guitars, on vocals, as well as a little bit of weight on the snare as well. Here down at 30 hertz is really just giving us an injection of warmth in the bottom end. On the bass guitar and on the kick drum. The kick drum feels like it blooms a little bit more in that sub area. Feels like the bass guitar gets a little solider down in that bottom end. So listen one more time. I'm just adding that same 0.1 that we were adding on 60 here, just down at 30 hertz. So listen without it and then with here, okay?
Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my.
So if you're looking to get big bottom end out of your mix, try this CLA trick of putting a Pultec or even just a normal EQ on your mix bus and boosting low end across your mix. On here on the Pultec, that 60 hertz gives you some boost in the bottom end. 100 hertz is more broad feeling. The 30 hertz is where you're going to get that warmth injection across your kick drum and your bass guitar. I hope that was helpful for you. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you're ready to take your mixes to the next level and really start dialing in your workflow as an engineer, then I have just the tool for you, and it is completely free. It's my 7-step mixing checklist, and you can download it below to start creating more professional mixes in less time. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.